first of all, when you look at the new family offices, you're probably talking about a younger generation, maybe somebody between 35 and 50 post-COVID because of all the tech sell-off, people earning 10, 50, 300, 400 million dollars. So they tend to be more entrepreneurial first. So for them to invest in more traditional areas like private equity and venture capital, they're aware of it, but they also want to put things back in the system. They think they're very good at what they do. So they're going to be looking to fund that next entrepreneur. So they might form their own fund. At the same time, they want to have liquidity and they want to have some assurance that the money is going to be there. So I think they're going to take more of, I won't call it a balanced approach. It's just a different approach because their time horizon is much different. The more established family offices that have been around for a while, they still have a fair amount of cash. According to that KKR study, they're still at 9% cash, which traditionally is high, but they have been putting more money into private equity. But it's going to be more with the real A++ players because private equity, the timeline for the exits is kind of like what we saw in 2008 to 2012. It's slowing down quite a bit. If you look at buyout funds, for example, in 2000, your average time period between investing and getting the first exit was 3 years. Now we're up to 7 years since 2000. So there are a lot of things going on. The other thing that's going on is you have a lot of limited partners in those private equity funds pushing the private equity funds to invest. So then the question becomes, why do I want to put more money in something that's going to get tied up for longer? And the longer you have your money out in the private equity funds, generally speaking, the longer those funds run, the lower the return. The funds that have earlier victories in the fund just tend to do better if you look at it statistically.